You're watching Queen Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Queen Gaming, and 70 on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of NeveN. Before we do that, crack 'em open. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Let's continue our training. Try to remember now. What were you doing when NeveN chose you? What did you do to make the power of time manifest? I don't really want to remember that day. It hasn't exactly been my favorite one in the last few weeks. But I don't really have a choice. I'm digging through my memory, looking for whatever I was doing before. Oh, I'm a big idiot. Vol, is the awakening gesture necessarily a gesture? What do you mean? Can it also be something that is pronounced? Words spoken out loud? It's a possibility. I've seen brands activated by dance, and sometimes even by playing instruments. There are as many ways to awaken a brand as there are to experience life. Right, I know what I have to do. It's what I do best, after all. It's time to sing. I take a deep breath and close my eyes for a moment to focus on my brand, and eventually its shape appears in my mind once again. For some reason, as I open my mouth to sing, it is not the words of Frostfang's hymn that come to me, but my grandfather's old lullaby. Don't fear the howling wind, nor shadows in your mind. 1,000 stars will shine, 1,000 more will smile. Here come Argine and Ilaria, here come NeveN and Manasseh. There is no night without morning, and soon the sun will be soaring. When the last okay, I thought he was singing that. When the last note echoes through the room, I feel a gentle warmth run down my back. I don't need to see Vol's delighted look to understand what's going on. My brand is awake and glowing under my clothes. Its white circles are clearly visible through them. Magnificent. You are truly chosen by the gods, my boy. How fortunate for me to be able to witness such a manifestation of divine power. Tell me everything. Has the world changed for you? What is different? I'm feeling hot in the back, I guess? The priest looks at me with the most skeptical expression. What the fuck does he want from me? I'm not gonna just lie to satisfy his beliefs. I guess I was expecting a little too much. Its true power will probably only be revealed when your brand is activated. So yeah, about that, now that it's awakened, what exactly do I do? Fortunately, that part should be pretty similar to the training of a normal brand. Even you should be able to get results pretty quickly. I ignore that observation. Ignore that observation, don't hit him, you'll probably get a chance to do that later. Yeah, I'm sure I'll have dozens of opportunities to retaliate. As I try hard to hold back the stream of insults burning my lips, even each more inventive than the last, Vol reaches into his pocket to pull out the pebble from last time. Or another one, I mean, it's a pebble. I don't know how many he keeps in his pockets. It's actually an extremely odd thing to have with you at all times. So, water time. Ooh! Damn, that's good. We'll use this to start with. Vol, I don't want to negate, or I don't want to be negative or anything, but it's a pebble. I don't have a brand of Garane. I can't do anything with it. I know. I'm not senile yet, but that's not the point. According to the captain's report, your brand seems to have the ability to freeze things in time, to stop objects as if they were not affected by anything. That's what we're going to try right now. I use my own brand to make the pebble float slightly, while you focus on it. I want you to use your powers to freeze it in the air. Alright, I understand the idea. However, we have a small problem. Really? I still have no idea how to activate my brand. Now that it's awake, it shouldn't be too complex. Focus on the pebble. Excuse me. Imagine it motionless, frozen in place. It should come fairly naturally to you. I see he's still as thorough and as clever as ever, so I just have to concentrate on that rock? I suppose I can try. I don't risk anything by doing it, after all. It's the kind of shitty famous last words we tend to say before a sudden death, but sure, everything is fine, Ellois. So I put my eyes on the pebble and focus on it as hard as I can. I'm not gonna lie right now, I feel especially ridiculous. However, as I continue to stare at the rock, something starts to change. A white circle appears on the surface of the stone, and it slowly rotates before my eyes. Almost unwillingly, my attention is drawn back to the circle. I tilt my head to one side as I watch the spinning ring, and I think, no, I know that if I wanted to, I could force it to stop. As if it were of my own limbs, I command the white circle to freeze, to halt its rotations, and immediately, it stops. I look at the pebble floating in front of me, motionless, and I wonder exactly what I've just done before I hear a clap next to me. Congratulations! Well done! That's absolutely fantastic! But expect nothing less from the bearer of the brand of time. I'm not sure what I... That's when I see his arms. There's no light under the pieces of metal that cover his brand. He's not using his powers. Yet the pebble still floats in the air, unmoving, as if frozen in time. Exactly, my boy. Isn't it beautiful? The power of a forgetful one, right there, in front of our very eyes. It's impressive, but also a little frightening. How so? It was easy. Too easy. Isn't it a bit scary to know that I can just freeze objects like that with just a look? Don't think this exercise represents a real situation. The stone wasn't moving, and it has no way of fighting you. Who knows if you can do the same and as easily on a moving target or on a living being? Besides, this power, like all others, is only frightening in the hands of someone who is willing to use it against his own. Tell me, is this your case? What? No! In that case, there's no need to worry. Let us simply rejoice that we can witness this God-given wonder. My gaze goes back to the motionless pebble in the air. I know I don't intend to use it on anyone, at least not to do harm. But I also know who I am, how I act when I'm angry. It'll be the first time I hurt someone. How do I stop it? You only must will it. Your brand is part of your body. How do you move your arms or your ears? Awakening is the complex part. The rest is just practice. I focus again on the stone, and, after a brief moment, it simply falls to the ground, while I feel the brand on my back fall dormant. At the same moment, a wave of fatigue hits me along with a slight pain in my temple. What? No matter how hard I focus on the damn rock, nothing happens. Vol even seems to be having fun laughing at me as he spins it slowly. He's clearly not going to make it easy. Sorry, I just can't. The pebble is suddenly thrown in my direction and hits me in the temple. Ouch! What are you, a complete moron? What kind of idea is that? I just wanted to check something. You never know, your brand might activate passively, like a Rakhar's. Doesn't seem to be the case. You didn't fucking bother to warn me before throwing that in my face? Screw you! The pain disappears almost immediately, leaving me with this strange conversation in my head. I know it never happened, but at the same time, I have an extremely clear memory of it. What the fuck was that? Vol, you didn't throw the pebble at my face, did you? Of course I didn't. Why? Because nothing, it's just a feeling. I must be getting tired. Do we carry on with the training? Vol takes a moment to look me up and down. No, the first activation can be tiring, and if you really see things that didn't happen, it's best to stop there. What, that's it? I'm not that tired. I need to remind you that you also have to train with the captain of the Royal Guard. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Shit. You know what? We've actually made a lot of progress today. That's what I thought. Should I prepare something for tomorrow? Stick to your brand's awakening and try to make it dormant, too. Nothing more. Which means you should not even try to activate it. We still don't know your limits, and I'd rather avoid an incident. That shouldn't be a problem. I'm planning to train with the Ket this afternoon, so I'll have ample opportunity to sing in order to awaken my brand. So, see you tomorrow? Yes, see you tomorrow. The boy seems to have lost all interest in me and starts mumbling unintelligible words as I leave. I guess my brand's power really impressed him. So I leave him to his thoughts as I head out to the city. Here I am, with the power over time. Well, I can freeze a pebble. Sure, when you put it that way, it's not impressive, but who knows what I'll be able to do with a bit of practice. Wait a minute. Who really knows what I'll be capable of in the future? If I'm ever able to really change things, to go back or to go forward, would that be a wise move? Should I do it? Could I stop myself from doing it if necessary? By NeveN, I was so caught up in my brand's awakening that I didn't take a second to think about what it meant to control time. No, stop. Let's focus and think, Ellois. For now, you need to get back to the castle, find Gillian, and learn to swing your sword properly. The rest you'll see later. If you start messing around with it... My thoughts are abruptly interrupted by the sudden encounter between my face and what appears to be a wall. However, as I look up, Vakad is in front of me, giving me the most dubious look. Oh, hi? You should look where you're going. I was lost in thought. Try not to make a habit of it. I'm doing my best. Why are you standing there? I was asked to come get you. Oh, I was expecting to see Simi. She's busy. I see he's in a great mood today. I know he's never been one for long speeches, but his sentences are particularly short. I could try to ask him some questions to find out what's going on, but I'm starting to know the hunter. He can only talk to me if he wants to talk to me. So we go back to the streets, and I whistle as we walk, trying to fill this awkward silence. After a few minutes, however, Vakad speaks again. How did it go? Me? Oh, with my brand. Well, you see, I'm now the dread of pebbles. I thought you had a brand of time. Vol made a small stone float and I had to freeze it in time, and that's it. That's the extent of my powers at the moment. I expected better than that, consider. Maybe I should do a southern voice for Vakad. I expected better than that, considering all the fuss everyone's making about you. This is just the beginning. I'm sure I can do better. Glad to see it's working, then. And the silence falls on us again, but this time, I'm the one who breaks it. And you, how are you doing? You've never been overjoyed, but you seem particularly grumpy today. Don't know what you're talking about. I let out a long sigh as I stare at Vakad. It's only something that went wrong. Nothing serious, I hope. He shrugs. Stop asking questions. You're better off not knowing anything. You know that if you ever need help, I said stop. Okay, alright, message got through. I was just trying to be nice. The rest of the trip is spent in uncomfortable silence. It is only when we arrive in sight of the castle gates that I hear Vakad's voice again. Go on by yourself. I have things to do. Alright. He turns around and I can't help but add, Hey Vakad, are you sure you'll be okay? He doesn't turn back as he answers. Don't you worry about me. You have more important things to do. He then disappears into the streets as I head for the castle. I wonder what's wrong with him exactly. I suspect it has something to do with what I overheard from his conversation with Mielborn, but it's still strange. Fuck, I don't need to think about this on top of everything else. I should find Gillian. I'm sure hitting stuff will relax me. As I arrive in front of the training room, I see Rowan and the captain talking in the hall. The former notices my presence and greets me with a nod. Ah, looks like our student is on time after all. The Panther turns to face me and nods as well. Your student? I don't remember having a session with you, Rowan. Excuse me. But he's going to participate in your training today. I want to show you what a real fight with brands look like. Ooh, excuse me, so you know what to expect. Ooh, that's exciting. It was already impressive to see you fight the prince, so I can't imagine what it would be like with powers. But wouldn't that be a little counterproductive? I mean, with your brand, I won't really get to see the use of Rowan's power. The Panther throws a bag at me so hard it takes my breath away. Less questions, more observation, and be careful with that bag. It's our snack. I struggle so hard not to throw the bag back. You'll see, big guy. I'll get my revenge one of these days. As I think about my future payback, the captain takes the lead, but to my surprise, it's not to head to this training room. On the contrary, he's heading for the stairs. Ah, where are we to the temple fighting grounds. Fighting in the castle is out of the question. Fuck's sake, I just got back. Besides, I have to give Rowan a chance to win. The snow leopard sneers as he follows close behind and I have to hurry to match their pace. I'll do a different voice for Rowan. He doesn't like it when I use my spores. That's why he wants us to fight outside. Your spores? He winks at me with the most mysterious look. Yeah, right. Give yourself an excuse for when I kick your ass. Even though I'm doing my best to understand their bickering, I must admit I'm totally lost at the moment. I know that the more questions I ask, the more bullshit wisdom Gillian will give me. So I'm just gonna stay quiet and observe, just like he asked. Fortunately, they just have the small talk the rest of the way, and we finally arrive at the temple grounds where I first met Rowan. Stay here. You should be far enough away not to get hurt. That's reassuring. So I put the bag down and sit next to it in the hope that I can steal a little something when these two are busy beating each other up. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. It looks like we're gonna get a nice fight in the next video. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Tresum Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work content as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!